guys, Ethan here. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys seen before, welcome back. If you guys are new, welcome. Today, I'll tell you guys the truth about what do Fairy Spirit Orbs look like. Oh man, I feel a bit terrible on this, and I feel like a bit of an idiot to tell you guys this because I did not know what Fairy Spirit Orbs looked like back in the days. Oh man. Oh my god. I just feel awfully terrible a little bit because, like I said, I should have known for a long time about this fact, and I did not know until a friend of mine told me the truth about how a fairy spirit orb behaves on camera. A while back, I was dealing with something personal spiritually, and I was showing a friend of mine of a particular spirit orb clip that I caught. And I was like, is this my guardian angel? And it turns out that that's actually not a guardian angel. That's actually a fairy spirit that came by. I'm like, wait, that's a fairy that came by? And the truth is that I did not know that fairy spirit orbs behave this way. In fact, this is the only behavior that fairies behave on camera. But on other behaviors that I've seen on my clips that I captured, they behave differently. Oh man. I just feeling a bit of an idiot at this point. So the entire time I thought that every spirit orb that I caught, and if you guys have been watching all my spirit orb videos over the months, that I thought every spirit orb I caught, I thought they'd be just angels or ascended masses or just human spirits. That's why I first thought of. Turns out that like not every orb that I capture is an angel. It could be an ascended master, or it could be a human soul that came by. It could be the one. And I thought I'd never captured a fairy spirit orb because I did not know about their behaviors in the first place. So all this time, like, I assumed that this one behavior, like, be like, oh, they just turn out as a mist, or they just flicker. That's what I thought. And I'm like, okay, they're all just angels. But they're not. So I was like, I was an idiot the entire time. So I just assumed that every orb was an angel. So that's like my biggest identity mistake I've ever done in my entire journey. That is just utterly disappointing that I just assumed that every orb was an angel, but that wasn't the case at all. Now, to tell you guys about, like, what is the actual behavior of a fairy spirit orb? What is it? Man. I shouldn't be too down about this because even though it sounds like I'm making a big deal out of it, but it's not that catastrophic, I would say, because it's just a small detail that I completely missed the entire time, which I did not know. So the true behavior of a spirit orb for the fairies is it's kind of very obvious though, which there's one behavior that I thought that was an angel, but it turns out it was a fairy. Fairies behave in a different way. So I'm pretty sure you guys have seen how spirits behave, which they're just like transparent orbs, but angels, they behave just like any other orb, but they just appear just mist-like. That's it. They don't do anything crazy, but they'll sometimes change colors, but I haven't really caught anybody did. But for fairies, they flicker. So all this time, like, every time I kept, like, showing you guys these flicker orbs, be like, oh, angels can do that. But angels don't do that. I mean, they can change colors, but they don't flicker. But I'll show you guys some examples of fairy orbs that flicker that I've caught over my journey in these times. So yeah, that is the true identity of a fairy spirit orb that I did not know about until a friend of mine told me the truth about their behaviors, of how they behave when they show themselves. I feel a bit terrible that I thought that I never caught any, and I just assumed that every orb was an angel or an ascended master, but that's not the case at all. So I captured fairies the entire time, which I did not know about until I found out from a friend of mine that I just chatted with. But yeah, that's that's all I have to tell you guys. Though. At least you guys know that angels, they don't flicker, but they do change colors, but they just don't flicker like, like a star basically. Like that's what I'm thinking. Like they'll kind of flicker like a blinking star in the night sky that you guys usually see at night. Anyway, hopefully this was very enlightening, and I can tell that that the fairies are telling me that there's no need to be too disappointed about, even though I have a reason to be disappointed myself because I did not know in the first place until I found out later on in my journey. That's it for you guys, but love and light to all of you, and as always, stay shining out there. I'll catch you guys next time.